How we going, guys? Liam here, back with another video, and as you can see, we're out in nature today. We're out on top of a mountain again, and yeah, it's definitely one of my best, happiest places, just being on a mountain. Any type of mountain makes me happy, and you're probably wondering, what's the point of today's video? And it's all about faith. And I know a lot of you probably think, when I say faith, you think of religion, like Catholics, Christians, and all those type of religions. Well, I like to think as faith as the belief in yourself not to give up, that, you have faith in yourself, you have a belief in yourself that things will work out eventually, things will work out for the greater good, and that, you should believe in yourself more, and that you should have the belief that things will eventually go your way. That's what I believe faith is truly meaning, and everyone's got different meanings towards faith. I just, when I say faith, what I mean there is not to give up in yourself, have the belief in yourself. That's what I want to get across to you at the start of this video. Now, when I implemented faith into my life, I, completely changed as a person. I never used to be faithful or, have any belief in myself. And if I'm being totally honest, I used to give up. I used to not go for things I wanted to achieve. I used to just, walk away from things like this. You've got to have that belief in yourself, and it's so hard to build, but it's so good once you build it, and it's so easy to maintain. And I know a lot of you are probably thinking, well, yeah, it's probably fucking obvious. Well, a lot of people don't actually try, and there's probably people up on this mountain wondering what I'm doing right now, and I don't really care. They can think I'm some crazy fucking bastard, talking to no one, but I'm talking to you right now. And the first thing I want you to think of is that one thing that you've always wanted to achieve, but you've always backed down from. How has that made you feel? Has that made you feel angry inside? Has that made you feel, want to draw for what you want to, you know what I mean? Just that urge, that anger, that drive. That's the words I was trying to say before. If that's that one thing, well, I want you to pay close attention to this video, and I want you to hear my story. Back in 2023, I was never the most confident kid, and you're probably thinking, how's this fucking kid on a mountain right now like this? Well, it never come this easy. I never just popped into existence and, snapped my fingers and I got this straight away. It took me years to build faith and that belief in myself just to be able to achieve this right now. Now, I'm confidently speaking in the middle of the open. That's something I'm also still really afraid of doing. And honestly, if someone walks past, well, such is life, I guess, as Ned Kelly says. But yeah, I was never confident. I always gave up. I just never had any drive. And there were so many times I could have achieved big in life back in those moments. I was given opportunities. They were right in front of me, and I never took them. And that's probably one of my biggest regrets that I look back on now. I look back and go, holy shit, I could have actually had this. I could have had that. I could have had this. But I just let the fear get to me mind. I let it get to me. I wasn't faithful. I didn't have any belief in myself. And I let all those things roll around in my mind, like spinning on repeat, that I wasn't good enough. You shouldn't be doing this. You can't do this. And that really impacted my mindset and what I did day to day, and how it affected my confidence in myself, my self-esteem. And it is so important that you do build faith in yourself, because look at me now. I'm on this mountain, for Christ's sake. That's fucking amazing. I'm sure you're probably working towards building faith in yourself and that belief in yourself. And trust me, bro, you will build more faith and more belief in yourself as long as you drive towards it and change your mindset. The very first thing I did was change how I think. I looked on the brighter side of the things in those moments. I go, well, I'll be getting this if I can get up there. I was thinking of the reward more than, the journey. And obviously the journey's tough. You got to endure the fucking journey in order to get the reward. Nothing comes like a straight line. Nothing comes like walking up a set of staircases that, aren't wiggly or broken or fucked or something, That's a shit analogy, but you know what I'm saying. Nothing comes easy in life. You've got to work for it. And I looked at the reward more than the journey. I just kept pushing through. I kept thinking, I can't give up now. The moment I give up is the moment I give in to my own inner thoughts. And that scared me. I was afraid of my inner thoughts, and that's what kept driving me. You've got to find something to drive for. When you have something to drive for, you are going to push through and you're not going to give up. And when I had that drive, I just had that mentality not to give up, because I was afraid of becoming my old self, because that was what I was truly afraid of. Being afraid, being unconfident, having no self-esteem. That was what I was truly afraid of. And the moment I had a drive set on my mind, it completely changed me. And through those changes, I started to build more faith and belief in myself. I started becoming a more confident person. I started having better self-esteem, and I wasn't giving up so easy. I was pushing through, I was driving, I was knocking at things constantly until I got what I wanted, until I fucking won. And most times, if I didn't win, I'd make progress and then go attack it the next day. That's something that I found really good in myself. If I didn't get it the first time, I'd keep on trying and trying and trying until I fucking won. And that didn't come so easily. That mentality didn't come so easily until I started building, starting on the building blocks by just, doing things I was uncomfortable. I feel like you've just got to start doing things that make you uncomfortable, because when you do something uncomfortable and you do it, you prove your mind wrong, you prove yourself wrong. I proved myself wrong so many times, and I feel like when you prove yourself wrong by doing things you're scared to do and things you're afraid to do, like public speaking for me and climbing up mountains and getting up into heights, is the moment you can unlock your true potential. And that's what I feel like I've done. I'm up on a mountain right now. I'm kind of sitting on a bit of a cliff edge, and I'm not as afraid as I used to be, and it's just crazy. Like, I just couldn't believe it when I just did things I didn't think I could do. And the moment I proved myself wrong, it's the moment my mentality changes. It goes, hey, I can actually do this. Hey, I can do this. I can do this. Hey, I want to go do this now because I've done this. It is just like a domino effect, as I said on this channel many, many times. I feel like as soon as you start just, doing things that you're uncomfortable to do, you're gonna achieve what you want to achieve. You're gonna build a better mentality, and you're gonna build faith in yourself. And faith has changed me. It's changed who I am. It's changed me whole mindset. It's changed me as a person, because now I don't give up so easily. Now I just go do things I want to do. If I've got something on my mind I want to do, I go do it. Even if I'm uncomfortable to do it and I don't want to do it, I just do it. And the moment I get out of my comfort zone and prove myself wrong is the moment I just become, so more open-minded, so more relaxed, and I just have more of belief in myself. That's what I think the beauty of faith is. When you have that strong belief in yourself, you can achieve anything. You will be a more confident person, and you'll be able to do what you want to do. So I hope this video helps. I know I repeated a lot of things. I'm trying to get better at, not waffling on too much. But if you enjoyed today's video, go like, subscribe to the channel, and, let us know what you want me to talk about on the channel. If you want to hear more of my personal stories, or if you want to hear more advice stories. So thank you for watching, guys, and I'll catch you all in the next one.